What was it that accounts for these victories last night? We've heard a lot about turnout in Virginia in particular. What did the DNC do right in this election cycle that maybe y'all didn't do right going to the last one in 2016?
We were organizing and competing in every zip code in Virginia, New Jersey, and in all the places where we had races last night. In Virginia, there were 88 Democrats running for the House of Delegates. In past cycles, there's been 45 seats. So in other words, half the seats were uncontested. We had spectacular candidates, and we led with our values. And you saw the unity in Virginia. You saw the unity in New Jersey and elsewhere. We had a unity of purpose. We talked about the issues that people cared about. Health care is huge in these areas. They see what Donald Trump is doing to their health care, and they want leaders that they can be proud of. You look at Ralph Northam. He has been a healer in his entire career as a physician, a distinguished career of military service. You look at Phil Murphy, humble roots, never forgot where he came from. And both of them are looking out for the folks that need our help. And that's what it's all about. When you lead with your values and you organize everywhere, that's how you succeed.
But you also talked about President Trump. Will that be, again, the Democratic playbook in next year's election when you equal a GOP candidate with President Trump?
Well, Donald Trump has been a destructive force in American politics. There's no doubt about it. You look at what they're doing on health care. You look at, you saw the race in Virginia, and there was all the dog whistle politics at the end of that campaign, and it was a Steve Bannon special. And Ed Gillespie, Donald Trump, Steve Bannon, they were all the same. And the voters rejected that. People want an America in which everybody has an opportunity to succeed. And you see this election was undeniably repudiation of what Donald Trump stands for. And it was undeniably a repudiation of the culture of corruption that we see in Washington. At the same time, we had great candidates talking about the issues that people care about. And when we do that, I think we do really well. Democrats everywhere were focused on improving people's lives, making sure they had good jobs, making sure their kids had quality education. Those are the things that get people out of bed, and those are the things that we were fighting for.
Let me ask you how much of a distraction a book that came out a couple days ago is for you at this point. If you were writing in here about what you think of the book by Donna Brazile, and do you plan on addressing some of the allegations in that book? How large does that loom as you go forward here?
You know, I was out on the campaign stump all last weekend in Virginia, put 700 miles on. Not one person was asking me about that. Many people were asking me about health care. Many people were asking me about the educational opportunities for their kids. They were talking about good jobs. Terry McAuliffe has ushered in a period of 3.7% unemployment in Virginia. They want to keep moving forward. Everybody I meet is focused on the future. At the new DNC, we are focused on the future. We're informed by the past and our mistakes of the past, but we are focused moving forward on electing Democrats up and down the ticket, and that's what happened yesterday, and that's what we have to take to scale next year.
We just had two more House Republicans announcing retirements in New Jersey, also Texas. Does this give you confidence that you could take back the House next year?
Well, absolutely, and I would add the Senate to that. And the last time that the Democrats won both New Jersey and Virginia was 2005. And we did so because again, you had a very unpopular president pursuing a very unpopular agenda with a very unpopular right-wing Congress amid a culture of corruption among all of them. And what we saw in 2006 was the Republicans imploded in the House of Representatives and the Democrats swept to power. And then we got Barack Obama elected 2 years later. And I feel a similar momentum because there's been such chronic overreach by this president. This notion that the Affordable Care Act was a disaster. Well, there's been record enrollments. We could always improve it, but the notion that you're going to take it away from people, the number one issue for Virginia voters with health care, and they went overwhelmingly for Dr. Ralph Northam. So you continue to ignore the issues and concerns of the American people at your peril. And right now you see the Republicans debating a tax bill that is a massive giveaway to wealthy people. They're trying to project it as a really good thing for middle-class families. Well, there's so many middle-class families that are going to end up paying more. And the undeniable big winner in this are very wealthy people who, quite frankly, don't need a tax cut.